you see me? Cool. Good afternoon and welcome to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. We've got WBBL Championship action between the Nottingham Wildcats and Oaklands Wolves. Now joined live by Kenrick Leiber before the game. Kenrick, obviously a disappointing result on Sunday against Leicester. What were your biggest takeaways from the game?
Yeah, we didn't execute the game plan, and we folded, and that wasn't good enough. Even though not playing well, still only down 20 going into the third, at the end of the third, but we just, we started to think about the next one, and they opened us up a little bit. Leicester are a good team, but, we've got to bounce back and play well today.
And having a game such short time afterwards, does that help in this situation where you can just almost forget about it and move straight on to prepare for a tough Oaklands team?
Yeah, if you're a real player, you want to play. If you're a competitor, you want to compete. So that's a good thing that we get to think about the next one. That's a positive. But we'll see what the outcome is today, and then we'll know, won't we?
And obviously preparing for this Oaklands team, obviously came off a narrow loss on Sunday against Newcastle. What have you seen from this team on film that you think will really challenge your side this afternoon?
Yeah, they play really fast. They have some good players. I think the Carter girl, when she finds her stroke, she's a really good player. Melida's been a really good addition to them, giving them a little bit more balance. Obviously, Quick didn't play that game. She'll be back. They look like they're playing with a little bit of confidence. The Uppers and Boris are both good players. So they got some pieces. It's just about, do they hit shots? Do they feel confidence? Does it go in? They shoot it with a freedom, which is positive as well.
Well, Kenrick, thank you. We'll go let you get ready for the game.
Okay, thank you.
Can you see if Lee? Hopefully we'll hear from Coach Lee Ryan before the game. He's just going to head over and we'll get his thoughts. And here he is on his way over. So reminder, WBBL Championship action. Oakland Wolves currently in a big playoff push. Lee, obviously a little bit of a disappointing result on Sunday, but a better performance than sort of early on in the season when you played them as well. Just talk about the growth of this team and that game in general.
Yeah, I think it was a great game for spectators. We were very pleased with it. I think when you give up 91 points and you identify yourself as a defensive group, then you've got to be disappointed. So we weren't happy about that. We're looking to make amends today. But the team get better, and obviously we've got Marissa in again for some limited minutes again today. Amari's getting back to full fitness, so she'll start for us. We're just building. We're getting there. We're trying to improve, trying to be consistent. That's the most important thing. But we've got to get back to having defense as our identity.
And then offensively, obviously had a slow start against Oaklands, but had 32 in the fourth and carried that right over. Just talk how you want the offense to keep evolving as you come down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, I think the offensive part is just about getting a good balance with our rotation. We're still trying to figure out who we have on the floor when. That's not something we're going to solve before the end of the season, really. So we're going to use the rest. Hopefully, like we always say with these guys, our best game will be our last. So that's where we're at.
And what do you expect from this Nottingham team? Obviously, a little bit more inside with Joyner out. Just how has that changed? Because obviously you haven't played them yet this season. Yeah,
it's a big loss for them. Obviously, it takes away a lot of their interior scoring, but also defensively, she's a big presence on the floor. But when you've still got weapons on the perimeter like they have in Shumpert, Costa and Freeman, then we're going to have to be good today, and we're going to have to defend well and make sure we take them, limit their scoring. So.
Well, Lee, I'll let you go get ready for the game, and thank you very much for joining us. I'll catch you afterwards. And welcome back to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena as we're 80 seconds away from tip in this WBBL clash between the Nottingham Wildcats and the Oaklands Wolves. Nottingham coming in with a 7-7 record and the Oaklands Wolves in the fight for the 8th spot at 4-10. Both teams were in action on Sunday, and as alluded to with that interview with Coach Lee Ryan, Oaklands Wolves fell 91-89 in the Northeast against the Newcastle Eagles in what looks to be a crucial matchup for the playoffs, and the Nottingham Wildcats fell to a 50-88 defeat in the East Midlands derby against the Leicester Riders. Simone Costa leading all scores for the Wildcats. And Moa Lundqvist and Praise Egbereva, the two inside players, are both with double digits. Nottingham are still without Siobhan Pryor in the lineup this afternoon, and Oakland's Wolves are are back to near full strength. Obviously, Melita Emmanuel Carr, the new addition to the Wolves side, has settled in really nicely, and Marissa Quick, who played 8 minutes last Thursday against the Sevenoaks Suns, looks to be suited up and will presumably see some court time this afternoon. Couple of leading players to look at from the Oaklands Wolves. The leading scorer is Estonian international Greta Uprus, who leads the team with 12.8 points per game, and she's closely followed by American Amari Carter with 12.7, and leading rebounder for the Wolves, Lauren Milligan, with 7.5 rebounds a game, and then the youngster Louise Rouse with 6. As for the Wildcats, they'll be looking to bounce back, and we'll try and get Chelsea Schumpert going offensively once again. Schumpert really struggled against Leicester, was held to just 9 points, and coming in averaging over 21 points per game, along with 5 rebounds and 5.6 assists. Starting lineups just making way out onto court for Oakland. It's 0 Amari Carter, 4 Melita Emmanuel Carr, 10 Lauren Milligan, 15 Louise Rouse, and 17 Greta Uprus. And as for the Wildcats, it's 1 Chelsea Schumpert, 8 Tia Freeman, 12 Moa Lundqvist, 21 Praise Egbereva, and 24 Simone Costa. And after everyone continues to show their support for the Black Lives Matter movement, we are underway. It'd be Nottingham with the ball off the tip. Simone Costa looking to be aggressive early. Misses the layup. Rebound was by Rouse, but taken away by Lundqvist. And Simone Costa fouled by Amari Carter on the putback. But a big play early on by Moa Lundqvist to take the ball out of Lauren Milligan's hands. And it'll be Simone Costa to the line for 2. And Simone Costa unable to get either to go, but another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Wildcats have struggled all year from the line, but it does not matter as Egbereva gets the layup to go, and the German junior international able to notch her first point of the season. Praise coming in averaging 6.7 points, 5.4 rebounds a game, and Wolves going to Emmanuel Carr in the post. A little bit too strong, and Simone Costa's going to look to push after getting the rebound, and she throws it ahead. Was expecting Tia Freeman to cut, but the two Wildcats wings not on the same page, and an early turnover for Nottingham. Carter to Uprus, and Emmanuel Carr now with 10 on shot clock. It's going to take the long 2, and nothing but net for Melita Emmanuel Carr. And she is able to tie the game at 2. 1 minute gone here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Both these sides will play again later in the season at Oaklands. That game the last day of the regular season on Wednesday, the 28th of April as Costa lines up the three, but easy off-range rebound for Lundqvist, but she blows the putback. And it'll be Oaklands to come away with it in transition. And Rouse in the post, looks to face up, going to put the ball on the deck and work on Egberova. The two youngsters going at it too long, and a rebound by Simone Costa, but the ball out of bounds. And Oaklands will have 9 seconds to work with on the baseline out of bounds, which will be taken by Melita Emmanuel Carr. Egberova steals the inbound. It was intended for Louise Rouse, and Nottingham out in transition, 3-on-2. Costa's going to go straight to the rim. No one from Oakland stopping the ball. Carter not wanting to risk a second foul. And the host back into a 2-point lead, and now trying to be aggressive, denying Emmanuel Carr, but now Upruss will put it on the deck, kick it out, back to Carter. 8 on the shot clock, the two Americans going at it. Carter on Shumpert, a little bit too long. Rebound tapped into the hands of Lauren Milligan, and she will reset the possession for the Wolves. Forced to drive and kick. Carter step back on Shumpert and gets it to go. Amari Carter, the University of Arizona graduate. And scores once again tied. Wildcats looking for presence down low. Costa's going to take the step back too. And Simone Costa carrying on where she left off in the last home game, getting the outside shot to go. As again, Upruss forced to put the ball on the deck, nowhere to go. And Oakland's trying to establish the guards in the post. This time Carter with the little post fall away. Neither team really establishing dominance here early as a foul is called on 10. Lauren Milligan a little bit late on the rotation. That'll be a Nottingham Wildcats ball. Second team foul for Oaklands. And Wildcats with loads of time to work as the big-to-big screen. And Egberova able to lay it home 4-2. And Nottingham well executed from the out of bounds. Emmanuel Carr to Rouse, who can shoot the three. He's going to fire it up, just a little short from Louise Rouse. And Tia Freeman, the former Oaklands Wolves player, will try and set the Wildcats up. Milligan denying Lundqvist on the reversal, so the ball to Simone Costa. Now Wildcats eventually able to get the reverse in. Freeman wide open, but only because of an illegal screen. That'll be, I believe, on Moa Lundqvist. And that'll be the first team foul of the afternoon for Nottingham. That correction, foul is on Praise Egberova, so that'll be her first and not on Moa Lundqvist. Upruss driving on Freeman, gets all the way along the baseline, is able to make the reverse layup. And Nottingham again looking to push in transition. Freeman feeds it inside to Lundqvist. She's double teamed. Milligan maybe got a hand on it, but Nottingham offensive rebound. Egberova backs into Upruss and can't get the layup to go. And Nottingham missing a couple of easy chances at the rim, and Oakland's now 2-on-2. Emmanuel Carr's pull up off to the right, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Scores tied at 8 as we approach the midway point of this first quarter. Freeman to Costa. Going to come back to right hand pull up from Simone Costa. This time a little short. And ball will trickle out of bounds, and we'll get our first sub of the afternoon. It'll come from Lee Ryan and the Oaklands Wolves. Beth Sarson will replace Amari Carter. Simone Costa being vocal for the Wildcats early on, obviously missing two of their leaders with Siobhan Pryor and Jasmine Joyner as Oakland's throw it away. Upruss looking for a cutter that did not come. And Chelsea Shumpert's going to pull up in transition, and nothing but net from Shumpert on the free. First field goal attempt of the afternoon for the Wildcats leading score, and she gets it to go. And for the first time this afternoon, we'll have a lead greater than 2 for either side, as Emmanuel Carr again looking to work in the post. Costa Gardner, Emmanuel Carr forced into a tough shot, little short. She was looking for contact, and it'd be Chelsea Shumpert in transition, driving on Sarson, gets all the way to the rim, missed the layup. Simone Costa flying in from the weak side for the offensive rebound, and Lauren Milligan will commit the foul, and that will bring us to our first time out of the game. Lee Ryan, no doubt unhappy with the glass, and we will take a break here with Wildcats leading 11-8. Welcome back to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena, where it'll be Simone Costa on the line for 2. Costa 64% free throw shooter on the season. And Costa this time able to get one to go. She was 0 of 2 on those free throws early in the game. And could hear Lee Ryan from the other side of the arena talking about rebounding for his team. Nottingham have 5 offensive rebounds here early on. Oakland's Wolves just the 3 defensive boards. And the hosts have a 5-point lead. Emmanuel Carr to Milligan. 2 Uprus, 7 on the shot clock. Emmanuel Carr is going to fire up the 3. A little long, and the rebound contested and knocked out of bounds by Nottingham. Looked like it was going to fall into the hands of Beth Sarson, but knocked away. So Oakland's maintained possession. Oakland struggling again to get the ball in bounds. This time Emmanuel Carr to force it long just to get it in and avoid the 5-second violation. Uprus fires up the 3, going to get her own rebound as Freeman didn't box out after the shot. And now ball with Beth Sarson working the baseline, going to try and go overhead but can't get the crazy layup to go, and a foul is called, or is it just a stoppage of play, as Emmanuel Carr and Costa fighting each other hard for the rebound. Referee saying he's going to keep an eye on it, but nothing coming, so it'll be a Nottingham ball. And a sub for Oaklands. In fact, a triple substitution incoming, so it'll be Emmanuel Carr, Uprus and Rouse taking a break. Beth Sarson will return. Sorry, Mari Carter will return. And in for the first time wearing 6, Dorka Boros. And 35, Marissa Quick. As for the Wildcats, Chloe Gaynor, the first sub off the bench for Kenrick Liebert. And she will replace Praise Egbereva. Costa fires it inside to Freeman. Gaynor mid-post. Going to go to the one-handed running layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound Quick. And the ball quickly into the hands of Carter. Guarded by Costa. Carter forced to throw it up. Ball batted out of bounds and off the top of Chloe Gaynor's head. But Simone Costa able to stay in front and force Carter into a tough running jumper from just inside the foul line. But now Oakland's Wolves starting to crash the glass as well. That is their 5th offensive rebound. So both teams really dominating the offensive glass and not their own defensive glass. As Boros cuts back to a left, finds Milligan in the corner. Milligan feeds it off to Quick. The jumper a little short. Another contested rebound, but Chloe Gaynor able to get on the floor and retain possession for Wildcats. And now Shumpert out in transition. Lundqvist looking for the early post touch. And she'll get it. Lundqvist working on Quick. Reverse layup is good for Moa Lundqvist. And she will get her first point of the afternoon. And Nottingham now into a 7-0 lead off the back of a 7-0 run. Oakland scoreless for 3.5 minutes almost. As now it's Oakland's turn to feed the post. Quick working on Gaynor. She'll split the double team and get to the line. Chloe Gaynor with the foul. That'll be the 2nd team foul on the Wildcats. And Tia Freeman will check out for Shania Rose, as Kenrick Liebert will have a word with Chloe Gaynor about how he wants her to defend the post. Marissa Quick, 2nd appearance of the season, but she's no stranger to the WBBL, having had stints with the Cardiff Met Archers prior heading out to Europe. And the former D2 graduate deciding this year was the year to return and has fortunately been plagued by injuries. But we'll hope to close out the season well as Oakland's make the push to make the playoffs as Costa blows by Carter, but Amari Carter able to back tap the ball from behind and force the turnover. Boros forces the skip pass to Sarson. Shumpert knocks it loose, but Beth Sarson able to retain possession. Sarson cutting back to left, going to fire at the long 3. And just a little bit too much on it from Beth Sarson. And Costa throws the ball inside to Lundqvist, who was wide open underneath. Amara Lundqvist with 4 quick points to put the Wildcats into an 8-point lead. And now Costa called for the foul on Sarson, trying to knock the ball away from behind, and Lizzie Harrison will check in for the Wolves, and it will be Sarson taking a break. Harrison to Boris. Carter open but decides against a 3. She's going to feed the ball back inside to Quick. Again working on Gaynor. Quick to the middle, to the little fall away. And Quick cannot get that to go. And the Oakland Wolves offense struggling here early. Just the 9 points so far as Costa again gets into lane and able to lay it home. Dorka Boris there on the help, but she was there just a little too late. Boros to Harrison, puts the ball on the deck, kicks it to Quick. The 15-foot jump shot from Quick is good. Marissa Quick with her first field goal of the afternoon, and certainly looking to dominate touches early on as Shumpert gets the switch on the ball screen, fires it back out to Gaynor. Gaynor's 15-foot jump shot is good. And that'll be a big help for the Nottingham Wildcats as Chloe Gaynor able to make the long range 2, and Oaklands will be able to hold for the final shot. Nottingham fouls to give if they want, but Harrison's going to fire up the long 3 off to the right. Contested rebound pulled in by Quick. She will lay it home with 5 seconds left as Shumpert realised she'll get a shot from halfway. If she does, it's up from Shumpert and online, but just a little short. And that will end the first quarter. Nottingham Wildcats 21, Oakland's Wolves 13. Welcome back to the Nottingham Wildcats arena, where the Wildcats are the first team on the floor for the second quarter, and Kenrick Liebert going to his starting rotation. And as for the Wolves, they are coming out with Josie Leovold checking in for the first time, wearing one. And it'll be Boros, Carter, Harrison and Rouse joining her. And Oaklands Wolves possession to start this second quarter. So Marissa Quick, after playing just under 4 minutes and having 5 points, head to the bench and see where else Wolves look for their offense. Harrison trying to get to the middle of the floor, has to skip it to Carter. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Going to isolate with Shumpert. Step back jumper from Carter. And the rebound pulled in by Egbereva. Shumpert, long three up in transition and a little off. Mo Lundqvist was working hard to get position. She had the smaller Carter in transition. But Chelsea Shumpert electing that time to fire it up. And Nottingham unable to get the rebound as Rouse forced to pick up a dribble. Big defense. Leovold cutting to the lane, manages to keep it in bounds just about. Now she pops out, corner three, up, and a little short by Josie Leovold. Oaklands having the range with the bigs to really stretch the floor. As Lundqvist works inside, goes to the fall away, leaves it short. Simone Costa offensive rebound. And a little issue with the shot clock. So presumably Wildcats ball from the end line. Ball falling just a little bit short of the rim, and the shot clock had reset. So the referee's just heading over to sort the shot clock out. And it will be 12 on the shot clock showing for Nottingham. They're going to the same out of bounds set, and they get the same result. But this time, Praise Egbereva caught under the rim, and all she can do is hit the underside. So Oakland's out in transition. Carter, three off to the right, kept in by Boros, and she will recycle the ball. Harrison gets to the middle of the lane, and Nottingham late on the rotation. And really it comes down from a breakdown in ball screen coverage, and Lizzie Harrison will head to the line. And subs both ways as Uprus checks in for the Oaklands and Rose for Nottingham. And Lizzie Harrison gets the first to roll in. Lizzie Harrison also missed some extended time due to hamstring injury. She's only going to the line for her 4th and 5th attempts of the entire season. She's able to make both, and the lead down to 6 as Shumpert rejects the ball screen and forced to kick it out. Nottingham had an advantage on the rotation, and Tia Freeman able to knock down the three. Freeman shooting at nearly 32% from downtown on the year, and she's able to get this lead to 9 as Boris driving was trying to find Harrison, but Simone Costa again there active on the defensive end, able to tip the ball out of bounds. Leovold looking for Harrison, and we'll see if something's set up on the baseline. Here comes Amari Kartoff. But the ball's now reversed. 5 seconds. Uprus, middle of the floor, gets a little bit of contact and can't make the layup to go. Tia Freeman with the board, throws it to Rose, and Nottingham will have a 4-on-3 briefly. And Shumpert's going to attack early downhill off the ball screen and get all the way to the hoop. And the Nottingham lead back into double digits. 26-15, 2.5 minutes gone of this second quarter on this Tuesday afternoon WBBL clash. Harrison with 8 on the shot clock. Gonna fire up the 3, and again, Oakland's unable to get it to go. Shumpert to Rose, throws it to Lundqvist in the post. Leovold did a good job just to deflect the ball away. Nottingham will have to reset. Shumpert looks for Lundqvist to come up and set the screen. Shumpert again rejects the screen, able to get the pull up over Carter to go. Tough look by Chelsea Shumpert, but she is up to 7 points personal. Nottingham really starting to take a stranglehold of this game. And Shumpert going to be called for a hold, as again Oakland's look to establish the guards down in the post. That'll be first of the afternoon for Chelsea Shumpert. And Lee Ryan with another triple substitution. So Quick, Emmanuel Carr, and both back in and in for the first time, wearing 5, Daisy Porter. As for Nottingham, Shumpert will take a breather, and Mariam Olawine wearing 7 will check in. Oakland's trying to work the little triangle down low. They eventually get the ball into Quick. This time guarded by Lundqvist. She's going to get towards the middle of the floor, try and dish it underneath, and ball blocked by Costa. Lizzie Harrison tried to put it up to beat the shot clock, but Simone Costa with the block, and she's away in transition. And no foul called by the referee. Looked like Costa was bumped from behind. Emmanuel Carr with the steal. Tries to fire it across to Porter. And Uprus is going to shoot the transition shot. And Simone Costa with the defensive boards. Nottingham trying to set something up. Tia Freeman out on the left wing, shoots a 3, a little bit off to the left this time for Freeman. And Daisy Porter's going to push in transition, get the ball ahead to Uprus, going to get the contact. And it'll be Shania Rose with the blocking foul. And Oaklands will go to line yet again. 3rd team foul of this quarter for Nottingham. And Chloe Gaynor will check back in. And referee Steve Desmond there just explaining to Simone Costa he didn't have a view on the what looked to be a foul down here. So as he quite appropriately put it, he can't call it if he doesn't see it. So Oakland's perhaps got away with one there. And Uprus able to make them both. Oakland's now 5 of 6 from the line. As Freeman's going to launch the 3 off to the right. Contested rebound tipped out of bounds by Daisy Porter. But Oakland's have done a lot better job in the last 7 or 8 minutes of cleaning up the offensive glass. Nottingham had 5 offensive rebounds after just 4 minutes. And now have only got 1 in the last 8 minutes of action. As the ball thrown into Gaynor, but she decides against the one-on-one in the post with Quick. And Freeman able to get to the baseline. And finds Moa Lundqvist, who lays it home with contact. Terrific find by Tia Freeman. And she will have, Moa Lundqvist will have a chance to convert a 3-point play. Not quite sure who the foul was called on. Looks like it was on Emmanuel Carr. That will be her first. And Lundqvist unable to finish the 3-point play. And Oaklands will have possession as we get to the midway point of this second quarter. The Wolves trailing by 13 as Harrison finds Quick down low. And the ball nearly intercepted by Gaynor, but in the attempt to go for a steal, gives up the layup. And Marissa Quick really dominating this game as Nottingham try and find the high-low. And the pass a little too long, and the foul will be called on Moa Lundqvist. And that will put the Wildcats in the penalty with 4:49 left of this first quarter. And Lee Ryan on the side calling for a set. Nottingham look like they're going to in fact switch to a 2-3 zone now. And Emmanuel Carr, wide open right wing, is going to put the ball on the floor, try and find Quick over the top. And a great pass by Emmanuel Carr to find Marissa Quick. Quick is really starting to dominate this game. And Olawayan on the reverse is fouled by Porter. Tried to make a play, but Olawayan really caught under the backboard and bailed out. And she will head to line for 2. And a little bench warning for the Oaklands Wolves. And it'll be Olawayan, who's only 1 of 4 on the season, make that 1 of 5 at the line. And see if she can push this back into a double-digit lead for Nottingham. Indeed she can, so Nottingham lead by 10. Leading this second quarter 10-8. And now Oakland's again looking for Quick. This time in the high post, she's going to kick it out to Harrison. And now the ball to Quick, again finding middle of the floor. Now to Porter, driving middle. Liz Harrison driving, puts up the little runner. Too strong by Lizzie Harrison. And Mora Lundqvist with her 4th rebound of the afternoon. As Olawayan drives into middle of the floor. Now Gaynor from the area, hit one from a similar spot early, this time just a little off, but Lundqvist able to keep the ball alive, and Shania Rose will reset the ball. Freeman, guarded by Emmanuel Carr, nearly loses the handle, now gets the screen, 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Gaynor, she's open for the 3, and Chloe Gaynor unable to get it to go. And result of that, Kenrick Leiber going to send Chelsea Shumper and Simone Costa starting backcourt to the table as Quick lines up the 3. She does have 3-point range. We've seen that in previous years from Cardiff. But again, unable to get it to go. And Oakland's really struggling from the perimeter. They're now 0 of 10 to start the afternoon. And Emmanuel Carr on the floor, but referee happy. Freeman lines up the 3. Tia Freeman again can't get to go, but another offensive rebound, this time Chloe Gaynor. And now Nottingham trying to feed the post. Lundqvist turnaround jump shot is good. And Mora Lundqvist is having herself a big afternoon. She's up to 8 points personal already. Leading score for the Wildcats along with Simone Costa. As Uprus drives and the ball goes in between Emmanuel Carr and Harrison. And it will be another Oakland's turnover. And in come Costa and Shumpert for the Wildcats. And a double change for the Wolves as well. Boros and Rouse back into the game. In fact, triple substitution as Carter in as well. And Nottingham making an additional change with Oakland's having gone small with Quick out the game. Will be Mora Lundqvist exiting and in for the first time wearing 5. Maisie Everson. And it will be Chloe Gaynor to inbound the ball for Nottingham. 14 on the shot clock. Everson to Costa. She's wide open, left corner, airballed it. But Chelsea Shumper on the weak side able to just catch the ball and lay it home for 2. Not a design pass by Simone Costa, but it worked out nonetheless for Nottingham, who have their biggest lead of the afternoon at 14. And Boris is going to drive. Not sure if Gaynor got a piece of it or not, but Oakland's able to come up with the rebound. And Emmanuel Carr will back it out on Rose, get to the middle of the floor, looking to work the up and under, and Melita Emmanuel Carr gets the roll. And she's up to 6 points personal. Everson flying off the double screen, open, gets Rouse in the air. She tries to find Costa, but Mari Carter does a great job of getting the ball. So her hands in the passing lane now. Costa working on Carter, go to the pull-up to beat the shot clock. A little long contested rebound. And Oaklands will have a 3-on-3 in transition. Porter looking to go coast to coast. loses her balance and will be called for the travel. And Kenrick Liebird looking for a timeout, which was a little late, but he got it just in time. And we will take a break here with 1:11 left of the second quarter. Nottingham 25, Oaklands 23. Welcome back to Nottingham. 71 seconds left of this first half. Nottingham Wildcats leading by 12. And we'll see if the hosts can extend this lead into half-time, or can the Wolves cut it to single digits. As Costa gets into lane, again goes for the pull-up. Simone Costa in and out. And a defensive board by Marissa Quick. So Oaklands get the stop. They no doubt wanted in that huddle. And now Quick with the ball down low. Tries to skip it, but Simone Costa in the passing lane. And Melita Manucar trying to make a play at the ball. Is going to get Simone Costa, and she will pick up the unsportsmanlike foul. And Nottingham will have a chance to extend the lead with 2 shots and possession. Costa unable to get the first to go. Nottingham just 3 of 8 from the foul line so far today. But able to get the second to go, and Wildcats will be in a prime position for a 2-for-1 here with 14 on the shot clock, 38 and a .7 on the game clock. So a quick shot will make sure they get the ball back twice. Shumpert gets the ball, double screen for her. And she's going to fire at the long range three. Shumpert in and out. Contested rebound. Falls in the hands of Simone Costa. And she will lay it home for 2. Oakland's nearly threw it away in the backcourt. Emmanuel Carr and Carter. Miscommunication, and we'll see what Oakland's can do. Carter, long range three up, and she gets the response. But it leaves 10 seconds left for Nottingham to work. There was only about a 1.5 second game shot clock differential. Averson into the lane. Skips to Costa. She's got 3 seconds. Spins. Puts it up. Not sure if it's blocked by Melita Emmanuel Carr or not. But that will do it for half time. Melita Emmanuel Carr unhappy. But looked like good defense there. And at half time it'd be the Nottingham Wildcats 38. Oakland's Wolves 26. Nottingham winning the second quarter 17-13. And they will take the 12-point lead into half-time. Leading scores at half-time for Nottingham. Simone Costa with 11 points and 5 rebounds. Chelsea Shumper with 9, and Mara Lundqvist has 8, along with a team high 5 rebounds. As for Oaklands, Marissa Quick, in just her second WBBL appearance of the season, has 9 points, and Amari Carter, the American guard, with 7 as well. Nottingham with 11 offensive rebounds in that first half for 10 second chance points, and they've also doubled Oaklands up in the paint, where the Wildcats lead 22-10. And a reminder that the Nottingham Wildcats are running a survey that will close after the Newcastle Eagles game a week on Saturday here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. The survey is looking at game day experience and perhaps what you would like to see when fans are able to return back here to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena for next season. So head over to the Wildcats Instagram and Twitter pages, click on the link to send you to the survey, and as soon as you finish the survey, you're automatically entered into the prize giveaway. And that will do for half-time here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Nottingham 38, Oaklands 26 at the half. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. We've got just over a minute until the second half gets underway. The hosts are lead 38-26 at the break. And really it's been the story of Nottingham dominating on the inside. The Wildcats 11 offensive rebounds in the first half along with 20 points in the paint. And Marissa Quick in just her second WBBL game of the season, trying to keep the Wolves in it. She has 9 points at the half on 4 of 7 shooting in just under 10 minutes of action as she starts to get herself back into game shape. Reminder, vital game for both teams. Nottingham trying to make sure they get into the top 4 and Oakland's trying to clinch a playoff place with Cardiff right on their heels. And hopefully the referee will not throw the ball in my direction for once. And we'll just wait for the final 20 seconds to come off the halftime clock. But both teams in what must be a first on the floor early. So on the floor for the Wildcats is 1 Chelsea Shumpert, 8 Tia Freeman, 12 Moa Lundqvist, 21 Praise Egbereva, and 24 Simone Costa. 4 Oaklands, 0 Amari Carter, 4 Melita Emmanuel Carr, 10 Lauren Milligan, 17 Greta Uprus, and 15 Louise Rouse. So starting 5s for both teams, and it'll be Nottingham possession to start this third quarter. Wildcats' biggest lead of the game was 15 as Egbereva goes inside on Milligan, able to get the layup to go, coming back to her right hand. And the German junior international up to 6 points. And yet more points in the paint for Nottingham. Carter for 3, got one to go at the end of the first half, but not at the start of the second. But Oakland's able to track down the offensive rebound. That's their 9th offensive board of the game, but Nottingham able to come up with the steal. Freeman to Shumpert. And Nottingham again looking to establish down low, but this time can't get anywhere as Costa forced to pick up a dribble, forces it inside, fight for the loose ball. Egbereva comes up with it, can't get the layup to go, gets her own rebound, misses the putback, and Lauren Milligan able to tip it out. And Wolves come up with possession. Carter, Uprus now to Emmanuel Carr. Oakland swing the ball, but really not much movement. And Melita Emmanuel Carr fires up the 3. That's off to the left. And Oakland's continue their cold streak from downtown. They're now 1 of 12 on the afternoon. Nottingham trying to get the high lows. Costa tried to feed Lundqvist, who was working on the switch with Carter, but Amari Carter able to tap it out of bounds. And 13 are left on the shot clock for Nottingham to work, and they're going to put the ball straight back in the post. Egbereva over Rouse, gets it to go. And Nottingham really just bullying Oakland inside at the moment with the bigs. And don't think it'll be too much longer till Lee Ryan turns to returning quick to try and give his team a spark like she did in the first half. Carter with 8 on the shot clock, able to get to the elbow, and the pull-up a little short. And we will get the replacement ball. And it'll be Oakland's possession, 14 on the shot clock. And again, both teams just dominating the offensive glass. Oakland's 10 offensive rebounds. And Wildcats 12. As Carter's pull up again, just a little off, this time to the right. Shumpert, defensive board. She's going to look to go coast to coast herself in transition, but Oakland's do a good job of getting back. Lundqvist inside, double teamed, and she throws it away. Nottingham only had 4 turnovers in that first half. As Uprus corner 3 up, and this time Milligan tips it out of bounds. And Lee Ryan The Oaklands Wolves head coach asking just for a little bit of patience. Didn't want the quick three. Shumper this time's got Milligan on switch. Cross-court pass. Emmanuel Carr went for the steal. Gives Costa a lane. She gets some contact from Rouse, but Simone Costa's strong finish. And the Wildcats lead is up to 18. A 6-0 run to start this third quarter. Uprus gonna get into the lane, try and force it inside. A load of bodies there. Emmanuel Carr forced to kick it out. 5 on the shot clock. Carter's free up. And contested rebound. Moa Lundqvist rips it away from Lauren Milligan. And Nottingham out again in transition. And Tia Freeman with the pass out of the reach of Egbreva. And Louise Rouse able to come up with the steal. Uprus driving, kicking to Carter. The ball just out of the reach of Shumper. Carter turnaround a little long. And again, Nottingham able to do a good job of boxing out. And Oakland still scoreless 4 minutes into this third quarter. Simone Costa has the ball knocked away. And Lizzie Harrison will be the first off the bench for the Wolves. She will check in and replace Amari Carter. As Nottingham turn the ball over yet again. It's his third turnover in a short spell. Having just had those 4, and Harrison overthrows Emmanuel Carr. Freeman blows by. Emmanuel Carr did not want to risk the foul. It would have been her second unsportsmanlike and resulted in ejection. And Nottingham now have a 20-point lead. As Emmanuel Carr nearly loses the handle. Bodies all over the floor. And the ball loose. Louise Rouse tracking it down. Uprus on the cut. And Oaklands finally have points. 4.5 minutes gone. Shumper forced into the middle. Looked like Oaklands were going to trap the ball screen. As Costa fires up the 3, and Simone Costa able to get it to go. And an immediate timeout by Lee Ryan. Simone Costa up to 16 points personal, along with 6 boards. And Lee Ryan will take this time to talk it over, his side trailing by 21. Welcome back to Nottingham, where we're midway through this third quarter, and the hosts, who were leading by double digits at the break, have started the third quarter with an 11-2 run and now have a 21-point lead over the Oaklands Wolves. Both teams have a busy schedule coming up, so it'll be interesting to see if that affects rotations later in the game. Neither of these sides in action till the weekend, but both teams have 6 games left, including today, and only 17 days left of the season. Sorry, 15 days left of the season. Season ending next Wednesday. As Lizzie Harrison fires up the 3, gets the contact. Referee says Simone Costa did not give her room to land, and Lizzie Harrison able to get the 3 to go, and will head to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Harrison back to the line for the second time. She had gone 2 of 2 earlier and can't get that to go. So just the 3 instead of the 4. Nottingham immediately the ball back inside. Egbereva double teamed and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. Called for the use with the elbow to clear out some room on the double. And that'll be her 3rd personal foul of the game. Second team foul this quarter for Nottingham as Harrison thinks about the pull-up. Can't get it, and now Lauren Milligan with the drive, blocked by Moa Lundqvist. Big block by the Swede, and Nottingham have a 5-on-4 in transition. Milligan down. See if Shumper can find the open player. She does in Freeman. She gets Milligan to fly by. Now Simone Costa, corner 3, up and good. And Nottingham converting off the big defensive stop. As Daisy Porter spins, can't get the layup to go. The ball tapped around, bodies on the floor, ball's loose, and Egbereva comes up with it. And Shumper asking Simone Costa to push, but she will slow it up with Oakland's back, and Freeman this time going to fight. Emmanuel Carr knocks it away. Does a good job breaking it up. It looked like Nottingham had transition as Tia Freeman was sprinting down the floor. And both coaches going to make a pair of changes. Porter and Milligan out for the Wolves, along with Emmanuel Carr as well, actually. And Freeman and Egbereva on those 3 personal fouls will take a break. And Oakland's only got 4 players on the court. Levi trying to work out who's meant to be. It looks like Melita Emmanuel Carr didn't want out the game, and she will come back in. And Nottingham with 21 on the shot clock. See what they can get going. Shumper looking for the high-low. Finds Lundqvist. Leovold late on the rotation. And Moa Lundqvist will go to the line for 1. And a chance to complete the 3-point play. She missed the chance she had in the first quarter. And Moa Lundqvist again unable to convert a free throw. Nottingham 4 of 10 from the line this afternoon. Verordi, one of the lowest in the league at 63%. In fact, league lowest 63.5% from the line. Lizzie Harrison able to pull one back as she gets her second 3 of the quarter to go. Shumper foul line pull up off the rim twice. Lundqvist offensive rebound. Finds Jeromo inside, who checked in for the first time. And another Wildcats offensive rebound. Chelsea Shumpert now asking for the ball screen. Splits to help. Has nowhere to go, and she kicks it out. Simone Costa not paying attention in the corner. And Nottingham will turn it over. Boros looking to get downhill. Skips it back out to Harrison. Costa slip but still to stay in front. The ball is loose and off the knee of Simone Costa. So Oakland's ball, 8 left on the shot clock. And both teams make subs. Freeman and Olawayan in for the Wildcats. Rouse for the Wolves. Oakland's just trying to confirm the play call for the baseline out of bounds. There's 6 on the shot clock now. As Freeman deflects the ball, and the Oakland's not aware. And it looked like it was a 24 violation. But referee Steve Desmond said the ball was out of the hands in time. And Wildcats try and respond. Jeromo with the 3. The Wildcats bench is going crazy. And the lead back up to 24. Emmanuel Carr in transition stops. And Melissa Emmanuel Carr gets the 2 to go. She's up to 8 points personal now, and now making a play on the defensive end. Ball not loose. Tie up, and Oakland's Wolves with the defensive stop. Emmanuel Carr given a lane, but Olawine manages to get in front, and Emmanuel Carr throws it away. Nottingham with the weak side help on, and now Lundqvist kicks the ball out the post, extra pass. Nottingham maybe losing the opportunity they had there, and Olawine will slow it up, reject the screen, go Euro step, layup. Olawine misses completely though, and Emmanuel Carr is going to look to force in transition, but Tia Freeman able to pick it off. And Oakland's Wolves just losing away slightly in the last minute or two. Boas now knocks the ball away from Freeman. And Nottingham will have 11 seconds left to work with on the shot clock. And Tia Freeman, the one with the play call. Ball straight into Lundqvist. She's got Harrison forced to pick up the dribble, and she will throw it off Lizzie Harrison's leg to keep possession alive. 6 on the shot clock now. Nottingham back to the same play call they had in the first half. Lundqvist underneath, a little deep, has to back it out. The fall away jump shot short. And Oaklands will bring it away, see if they can get this to 19 or 20 with a score and a stop heading into the third quarter. Emmanuel Carr working on Rose, pull up jump shot off. Fight for the rebound, looks like off the leg of Louise Rouse. Indeed it is, so Nottingham will have 7 seconds to go. And Kenrick Liebert opting not to get the sub. It looked like he was going to get Shumpert in there. Freeman to Jeromo, 3 seconds left. She'll throw the running free up, in and out. Looked like was going to drop, but the ball rimmed out, and that will do it for the end of 3 quarters here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Nottingham win the third quarter 22-12 and will have a 22-point lead going into the fourth. Welcome back as Oaklands just about get onto court in time to start the fourth quarter. Chelsea Shumpert back in off the Wildcats bench as Jeromos goes downhill and is fouled as she tried to split between two defenders and go to the scoop. Layup. Marissa Quick in conversation with the Nottingham physio staff. It probably looks like she's asking for ice, so looks like she may be done for the day as Nottingham free throw woes continue. Nottingham now 4 of 11 as make it 4 of 12, but praise Egbereva gets to the offensive glass once again. That's her 4th offensive rebound. Nottingham's 16th, and she lays it home for 2. And the Nottingham lead up to 24 as Uprus with the long 3. And Oakland starting to get a few to drop from downtown. Lizzie Harrison with those 2 in the third quarter. So the Wolves now up to 4 of 18. They had started 0 of 11. As Jeromo finds Shumpert. 10 on the shot clock. Wildcats going to put the ball inside. Egbereva tries to find Jeromo. Ball back away. Now she's going to find her. Shot clock low. She's double teams. Finds the cutting Rose, who misses the backboard. So it'll be a 24-second violation. But a good cut by the Nottingham Wildcats Academy player, but just couldn't get the layup to drop. Mari Carter also checking back in to start the fourth quarter. Now to Harrison on the handoff. Thought about the step back 3, but kept the dribble alive. Uprus now drive and kick to Carter. 5 on the shot clock. Again, Carter and Shumpert going at it. Carter turnaround jump shot. Long. Didn't hit anything, but doesn't matter as Tia Freeman pulls down the defensive board. And now she gets the handoff, drives to the lane, gets contact. Referee happy with a no call. And Louise Rouse looked like head-to-head contact, and she will have to check out the game. Looks like she's, in fact, bleeding. Might be a nosebleed. And it'll do it. And while we have a quick break, reminder, Nottingham Wildcats' next home game will be a week on Saturday. They will host the Newcastle Eagles at 1 p.m. and then they will return home on the Sunday as well, where they face Durham. Nottingham's next game will be on the road at Sevenoaks at the Surrey Sports Park on Saturday. 4 o'clock tip scheduled for that one. As for the Oaklands Wolves, they will also jump back into action at the weekend. They host the Manchester Met Mystics on Sunday at Oaklands College. 3 o'clock tip for that one. And then timeout called, in fact. So Oakland will have Manchester left on the schedule. And then they will close the season out with games against Caledonia, Cardiff and Durham. Potentially that will be 3 in 3 days for Coach Lee Ryan's side. And of course these two sides meet on the 28th, so 2 weeks tomorrow, at Oaklands College for the final regular season game of the season. Looks like there's some blood on the floor, so we will take a quick break here at Nottingham and rejoin you shortly. And we are ready to get back underway. The Oaklands ball in the front court. 19 seconds still on the shot clock. As Amari Carter with the ball back in her hands. Oaklands are looking like they're trying to establish the post, but Carter's pull up three short. Rebound contested, and it'll be Chelsea Shumpert that eventually comes up with it. And she keeps the ball, going to shoot a pull-up jumper, and Chelsea Shumpert gets herself into double digits with 11 points. Fourth Wildcat to get there on the day. Oakland's yet to have anyone achieve the double-digit mark as Harrison pull-up jumper a little long, and another rebound for the Wildcats, who have really dominated the glass in the second half and done a lot better job of tidying it up, with Oakland's having 8 offensive rebounds in that first half, just the 2 so far in the second, as Shumpert dishes to Egbereva, and she is fouled upwards late on the rotation. Second team foul of the quarter on the Wolves. And subs for Nottingham in for the first time this afternoon, wearing 11, Letitia Willis. And it'll be the youngster Daisy Porter also checking in for Oaklands. Nottingham's free throw struggles continue. And again, another trip to line comes up short. Nottingham 4 of 14 from the charity stripe. As Harrison now thought about the step back but can't get it off. Good defense by Willis. Porter now driving into the middle, forced to throw it up, and a foul underneath. Foul on Rebecca Dromo, and Mara Lundqvist will check in for Nottingham. First team foul of the fourth quarter for the Wildcats, first on Dromo. And Daisy Porter at the line. Porter seems to have caught the free throw bug from Nottingham, and she can't make either, and Lizzie Harrison called for the foul on the rebound. Good aggressive play by Moa Lundqvist, who is working on a double-double. She's up to 9 rebounds to go over her 10 points. And Giromo now going to attack the middle of the floor. Be cut off by Porter. Gets it to Shumpert. 5 on the shot clock. Shumpert pull up 3, a little bit short. And Amari Carter with the defensive board. She's thought about the long pass, but felt like she couldn't get it off, so slow it up. Now Milligan driving. Scoop layup short. And she is able to knock it from behind away from Chelsea Shumpert. Looked like Shumpert was going to come up with her 9th board, but unable to do so. And Oakland's new 24 seconds, as it was Wildcats' possession. Now Harrison driving, kicks to Leovold, her long 2, a little off to the left, but another Oakland's offensive board. And now Harrison's on Costa, a little pull-up jumper is good for Lizzie Harrison. And she is the first Oakland's player into the double digits. She's now on 10 points personal. 3 of 8 shooting for Harrison. As Shumpert looking to use the double screen, Oakland's going to switch it. Willis can't get it inside, so Giromo flashes to the high post. She'll take the jumper, and Simone Costa came up with the rebound, knocked it off Porter by the looks of it. And Nottingham look like gonna sit Chelsea Shumpert presumably for the rest of the game. Shumpert with 11 points and 9 rebounds this afternoon. Just 27 minutes of action, and she'll get some well-earned rest ahead of Saturday, as Lundqvist found off the inbound play, and she's able to get the jumper to go. And the Wildcats lead back up to 23 as Geromo strips the ball from Harrison. And she finds her point guard in Simone Costa. Only 11 points so far in this fourth quarter as we approach the midway mark. Wildcats leading it 6-5. And the shot clock all the way down again. Now 5 seconds as Costa finds Lundqvist inside. She will have to put it up, and Moa Lundqvist back-to-back jumpers. And the Wildcats lead up to 25. Carter keeps the ball on the screen, finds Milligan. Back to Carter. Going to get in the lane. Looks like she's stumbled a little bit. Fight for the rebounds. Falls to Carter. And now Harrison with the left drive back to the pull-up. And Lizzie Harrison again getting the pull-up to go. And she's having a strong afternoon for Oaklands off the bench. As Simone Costa drives. And the referee's going to call an offensive foul. Josie Leovold able to take the charge. And Wildcats' second team foul of the quarter, third on Simone Costa. And both teams making subs as Simone Costa's going to sit with Maren Olawayan checking in. And as for the Wolves, Beth Sarson in. Along with Dorka Boros. And actually Melita Manuel in as well, and Leovold rolls off the screen and she is fouled by Everson. Porter looking to drive, kicks it to Sarson. Deep three up for Beth Sarson. Can't get it to go. And Olawayan looking for Willis down in the post in transition. She's got the smaller Sarson. And Olawayan tried to cut to give her some room, but Willis went for the pass. And turns it over. Nottingham's 14th turnover of the afternoon. 10 of those coming in this second half. And Moa Lundqvist and Rebecca Geromo sit for the Wildcats. Into the game for the first time, wearing 6, DJ Casanova. So both teams getting everyone in on the action on this Tuesday afternoon as Sarson drives. Again, Oakland's forced to drive and kick. Porter this time gets all the way to the rim, and Chloe Gaynor a little bit late on the help. She'll pick up her second personal foul. And Daisy Porter to the line again for 2. Porter 7 of 14 from the line. Able to get the first to go. And this time 2 for 2 for Daisy Porter. As Olawayan forced to pick up her dribble, finds Casanova. She will drive. Olawayan open, decides against the free. She will rotate it, skip past Gaynor to Everson. Free is up, a little long. Another contested rebound, and it'll be Porter to come up with it. She finds Boros. And Nottingham back in transition. So forced to pick up a dribble. Now she picks it up. And Everson in the passing lane deflects the pass, and Nottingham get the steal. Everson has to kick it out. DJ Casanova wide open under the rim, but she dropped to the short corner, made the pass difficult. And Olawayan turns it over. Bit of a scrappy end to the game, it looks like, as Sarson out in transition gets to the middle. Hook pass to Leovold. Sarson drives, stripped by Casanova on the drive. Stripped Boros, and now Casanova looking to go coast to coast in transition. Good defense by Porter. Makes the layup tough, and Oaklands have a brief 3-on-2 in transition. Sarson corner 3 up. Again short, and both teams just up and down, and Everson decides to slow it up, gives it to Olawayan, and Nottingham will get into a set as we enter the final 2 minutes of this WBBL clash. Looks like the Wildcats will get to 8 and 7. As Willis in the post, up, can't get it to go, gets her own miss, again tries to force it up, but over 3 Oaklands players. Blocked by someone, probably Leovold, but Sarson also involved, and then Sarson picks the dribble a little bit too soon and gets called for the travel. And Porter out to be replaced by Harrison for the final 90 seconds. Daisy Porter's had a good last few minutes for Oakland and will be a positive, no doubt, for Lee Ryan coming out of this game. Wolves will slip to 4 and 11, where they'll be tied with the Cardiff Met Archers for the 8th and final playoff spot. As Everson drives, gets into the middle, can't get the layup to go. And a couple of the Nottingham Academy Wildcats getting good looks, but just unable to convert in the 4th quarter as Sarson gets past Everson, but she can't make the layup. Gets her own rebound, finds Boros, the jumper is up and in and out. And really both teams can't make baskets down the stretch. And this game really petering out as Olawayan nearly lost it from behind. Sarson coming back into the play. Gaynor thinks about the 3. Kicks it to Olawayan. Great look off to the right. And Leovold with the big rebound. Final quarter just to 17 points. Oakland are winning it 9-8. As Emmanuel Carr's going to force the 3 up. Rebound battered around and pulled in by Casanova, and the shot clock is turned off, and Nottingham will presumably dribble this out. Looks like that they are going to continue to play Olawayan. Going to drive, loses the handle, ball is kicked out of bounds, 0.6 left, and that will do it from the Nottingham Wildcats arena. Final score, Wildcats 68, Oakland's Wolves 47. And stay with us as we get post-game reaction from both camps, which we'll bring you in a couple of minutes. And join us then. But for now, we'll run a little video while we get reaction from both sides. Welcome back to the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Final score was Nottingham Wildcats 68, Oaklands Wolves 47. Now joined by Wildcats forward Moa Lundqvist. Moa, really strong team performance all throughout the game. What was your biggest takeaway this afternoon?
I think we really stepped up our defense today, and that made our offense so much easier. So I think that's the biggest change from, because we haven't been really consistent with our defense, and today I felt like we took a step in the right direction. So yeah.
And then on the offensive end, you got a lot of success inside early yourself, Praise, and then Chloe coming in off the bench as well. Just talk about how you're adapting as a unit, obviously now missing Jasmine.
Right, yeah, so it's different because obviously we need to take more responsibility now when Jazz is out, but I mean, I feel like we have been adapting, and Praise has been doing a really good job for us, being a big presence inside. So I think we're adapting, and I feel like we're in the right direction there as well.
And obviously it's an important stretch now. You've got 5 games still left of the regular season building into the playoffs. What do you want to build on from today, especially to take into Saturday against Sevenoaks and beyond the rest of the regular season?
Yeah, I feel like, defense, and then just let our defense build our offense, because if we can be consistent with our defense, I feel like that would get us pretty far. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you go cool down, and thank you, and best of luck on Saturday at Sevenoaks.
Thanks so much.
And hopefully we'll get Kenrick Leiber, the Nottingham head coach, to head over. Indeed, he's heading over, and we'll get his thoughts as well. Obviously, Nottingham in action on Saturday against the league-leading Sevenoaks Suns. The big challenge for the Wildcats, but
Good day to Mikey.
But now joined by Kenrick. Kenrick, you must be delighted with that. You talked about trying to get a bounce back from the performance at the weekend, and you certainly got that.
Yeah, definitely. I thought, they're a team that's been playing well. They went up to Newcastle, lost by 2. I thought we guarded the paint really well, which we forced them into jump shots, which the pack does. And I thought we did a good job defensively all game. I thought we dominated on the inside, which was really positive. I think it was a good performance from us.
And obviously you established the inside early, not just with scoring, but the offensive rebounding. How important was that just to get yourselves in a rhythm offensively?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like we had the opportunity to dominate the paint against them. We felt like we can out-rebound them on the offensive end. We felt like we could get in the paint. I thought Simone Costa started the game with a mentality that she was unguardable and kind of showed what she was doing. I thought a lot of people planned for Chelsea. Chelsea was able to stay poised and calm and let the game come to her, and just got other people involved. And I think it caused people problems all over the place for them.
And now a big test on Saturday at the league-leading Sevenoaks Suns. Obviously, you played them really well here. What do you want to talk about in the week coming up to that game?
We want to get better. That's what we talked about here. We took a step back at Leicester, but now we feel like we're starting to move in the right direction again, So we need to make sure that we kind of get back to the drawing board, give them a day off, get back to it on Thursday, Friday, and see where we go.
Well, Kenrick, we'll let you go debrief with your team, and thank you very much for your time as always.
Appreciate you, thank you.
Hopefully we will get a reaction momentarily for the Oaklands Wolves. I think head coach Lee Ryan is just making his way over. Lee, a bit of a difficult afternoon, really started early on with the offensive glass. Just talk about how the game evolved from your point of view, especially early on.
Yeah, I think fair play to Nottingham. They did well today. They outcompeted us. They were just more physical. They wanted it more, had more fight about them. I don't think we ever really responded. We kept trying to challenge and find ways to get back in the game and be competitive. But if you're not going to win the battle first, it doesn't matter what your game plan or your tactics are. So I just thought we got outcompeted today, and Nottingham just bossed us.
Obviously, one positive probably is you're getting Marissa Quick back into lineup integrate. I know she only played 10 minutes, but just talk about the impact she can have as she continues to get back to fitness as you head towards trying to make this the playoffs.
Yeah, well, you can see it. I mean, she's an absolute force on the offensive end, but also defensively. When you look at the spells when she's on the floor, that's our best periods on defense because she's smart. She takes up space and she talks and communicates and helps others around her. So we've missed her, not just in the games, but around practice to help everybody else learn about what it takes to play at this level. But we need 12 players that are willing to fight, compete, talk, find solutions. We didn't do that again today, didn't do it on Sunday, so we've got to go back and have a long, hard look at ourselves before this run of home games.
And obviously a busy run to end the season. You've got 5 games coming up, obviously starting with Manchester on Sunday.
Yep.
What do you need to do and what do you need to improve on, especially from today, to try and beat Mystics on Sunday?
Well, you can see it starts for us at defensive end. We can't get competed, we can't get beat in the lane or on the offensive board like we were today. We've got to generate more defensive stops so we can get out and run and play with a bit more freedom. And then hopefully we'll get some belief back on offense. We didn't shoot it very well today, but that comes down to that physicality I talked about before.
Well, Lee, thank you for your time and best of luck trying to make the playoffs and
Thank you.
down the stretch.
Cheers. Thanks.
And that will conclude from the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Final score, Nottingham 68, Oaklands Wolves 47. We'll be back in 11 days' time. Nottingham Wildcats, Newcastle Eagles, Saturday the 24th of April at 1 p.m.